Yo, what's up? This is LB back at y'all with another video. Shout out to my brother Ticket TV, Mahoney Sports Podcast, Too Raw for TV, Black Reality TV, KQKC Boxing Network, along with the other brothers of the Lions Den basketball community. Make sure y'all go subscribe to those respective channels. And also give the video a like, hit the subscribe, and let's talk about this. So this was a story that did not get any kind of mainstream media attention. However, this article is coming from News One. There's a couple clips I'm going to show you guys, but this was a story about two black teenagers that went missing, and they were part of, but there was allegedly, and the word allegedly, involved in a sex trafficking ring. Now, let me just go ahead and read the article coming from News One once again. What up, TJ? A pair of black girls missing for days from Milwaukee was found by a search party of residents who banded together after police decided against issuing child abduction emergency alerts. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's Amber Alert. According to reports across social media reports and from local media, it all unfolded against the backdrop of an alleged child sex trafficking ring the girls' relatives suspected they could have been taken a part of. Now, the girls first went missing on Sunday, but the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reported that a police spokesperson said that the 13-year-old and 15-year-old girls' cases had not been considered critical missing and did not meet the criteria for an Amber Alert. However, local media was presenting the story as one of the police being the victims of violence from civil unrest, allegedly caused by a lackadaisical police response to the missing teenage girls. Now, Fox 6 reported that 7 police officers and 1 firefighter were hurt, in addition to at least 3 people being shot, not by police, following a series of fires that were set. But on Facebook, where local activists and residents were documenting the events with live stream videos and photos, a different story was being told. Now, a local photographer identified as Amanda Slicker press offered her own account of the case, was culminated in the reported safe rescue of the girls on Tuesday night. Now, she painted a picture of racist policing that worked to serve a particular self-serving agenda. Now, the press said one of the missing girls' mothers tracked her daughter's phone to her house and alerted police about it, but the authorities never responded. Now, this prompted a search party of civilians to get to work. And I'm going to show you this video. What up, OG Goat? So, because see, this type of stuff they don't show y'all on TV. This is the type of stuff that the mainstream media didn't cover. Damn, what the fuck happened here? What up, Jacob Jennings, JMJ2121 on my page? What's up with y'all? Appreciate y'all being in the chat, man. So there's more to this. There's more to this video. I got another clip I'm going to show you guys of whatnot as to what happened. But yeah, man, this is crazy that the cops, based on the reports, the cops got called about this alleged incident, and they did not seem to care at all. They just say, "Oh well, it don't qualify for Amber Alert." I'm like, this missing children. What the fuck you mean don't qualify for an Amber Alert? Would you like to know what's up? For real. I mean, it's just insane. Now, a group of neighbors showed up at the house, knocked on the door to look for the girls. When they did, now shots were fired at them from the inside. That's when the police showed up, arrested the people who were shooting from inside the house, but claimed not to see any evidence of the girls and left the scene. Now, she later added that the house is connected with a known sex predator, and it was suspected that the girls had been lured there or grabbed for sex trafficking. Now, community activist Vaughn Hayes recorded several videos from Tuesday and streamed it on Facebook Live in conjunction with the missing persons account, a social media network. It said it was created on February because there was clear bias, selective culture practice when it comes to issuing timely Amber Alerts and missing reports in Milwaukee for a point of contact. Now, got another video for you guys, and this is the standoff between the residents and the police. Shit crazy, man. Shit is insane what's going on right now in Milwaukee. Now, after the house was set on fire, a search party of neighbors, not the police, found the two missing girls and two other missing children around 4 o'clock. They were following neighbors' tips from house to house. There appeared to be a straight-up sex trafficking ring. They were doing this while dozens of police officers were on scene, but doing nothing but harassing and intimidating residents. Now, police on the scene started using tear gas and rubber bullets on angry neighbors who were doing their jobs for them, the press wrote. Now, Milwaukee Police, which only announced one girl had been found, said it cannot confirm allegations of sex trafficking ring, and an investigation has been started. Now, the police chief condemned the residents taking upon themselves to serve justice in the community. So, all right. This is where I really go on a rant, right? This is where I go on my rant. So, let me understand something, police chief. So, you're going to condemn the residents for going out there saving two girls from an alleged sex trafficking ring, right? But yet you're not going to condemn the actions of the alleged sex trafficking? Really? Really, police chief? Your ass should be resigning just for saying that dumbass shit. If anything, you should be thanking those residents. Those residents literally put themselves at risk to do something that you guys should be doing. And you're going to condemn them? Fuck you. Now, Milwaukee Police Chief Alonzo Morales called it vigilantism and an unruly crowd despite them reportedly firing the girl. Look, if y'all want to do the job, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to save those poor children. Because your police department is fucking up. And it starts at the top. I don't even know who you are. But fuck you. And I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you. Now, what up, Chris Jones? Y'all want to donate to the PayPal and Cash App? That's my PayPal and Cash App right there. What up, 2 Raw? Salute to my brother 2 Raw for TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe to 2 Raw for TV. He did another good video today about Kendrick Perkins and Clutch Sports. There's the late 2 Raw if you want to come in. If you want to come in and talk about this. Oh yeah, we about to cook in this motherfucker today. How dare you speak out against that? Against those poor residents? If anything, you should be thanking them. Now he also goes on to say what you had today is vigilantism. You have people take the law to their own hands and run off the information that has not been proven. We need to investigate that. That's what the police here is for. Well, guess what? We don't fucking trust you right now. Did you miss that, police chief? The same guy that got ex-sheriff David Clark on the payroll a while back? Right? Did you forget that we don't fucking trust you right now? What up, 2 Raw?
What's up, bro? Like, sadly, I should say, it don't even surprise me with what I've heard about Milwaukee, man, and how racist their police force is. They had that coon-ass fucking cop, sheriff, Clark.
You had it right. You had it right. He is a fucking buck dancing sellout. He is a chief Oreo.
Right. And when you look at the statistics, I think it's like Milwaukee had the highest, or does have the highest, arrest ratio for black men in the entire country. Mm-hmm. And it's not because Milwaukee is more violent than any other place. It's just that Milwaukee is just it's under a very racist, white supremac system, especially when it comes to police department. It's sad, man. They'll arrest you. They'll make up shit to arrest you. They'll make up shit to harass you in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like they give a fuck about those girls, man. They don't care. I think you said something about they didn't even issue Amber Alerts for their disappearance.
No, they issued no kind of Amber Alert.
And we all know why. Because it wasn't Karen, it wasn't little Becky, it wasn't little, Christine. If your name's Shamika or Shalonda, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man, that's bullshit. Now, the 2 girls. Well, I'm not going to name the 2 girls' names or whatever like that because they're under the age of 18. Right. So I'm not going to name their names. But the good news is they have been found thanks to the residents and whatnot. This did not get any kind of attention in the mainstream media at all.
Okay.
They also the crowd. Now the crowd gathered Tuesday near the police investigation, right? On the 2100 block of North 40th Street was a mix of neighbors observing the situation. Now people expressing frustration with police and activists who marched in Milwaukee's racial justice protests. Now I also saw something to where I saw this on actually it was Tariq Nasheed's page. on his Twitter account where they try to run out a pork chop preacher and a pulpit pimp out there to try to calm down the residents, and the residents wasn't having it. They ran his ass off.
Yeah, people tired of that bullshit, man. Don't be trying to tell us like, we don't have a right to be angry about certain shit. Oh no, brother, turn the other cheek. Man, fuck you and your other cheek.
Yeah, man, y'all steal money from us every Sunday. Get out of here.
Right.
Talk about we're gonna pray for the family and all that. Look, prayer. Look. I have nothing against prayer. I think but they also think in the Bible to say faith without works is dead. So we're not gonna sit up here and pray and then just go home and do nothing about it. The hell with that.
Yeah, it just pissed me off whenever we're in a situation where we are rightfully outraged by something. They always tell you to turn the other cheek or pray on it and all this type of stuff. But it's okay for them to take action and show anger and vengeance but when we are rightfully in a situation like that, we're supposed to always just just take it like a champ. Man, fuck that, man. And like I said, I don't have nothing against organized religion. I don't have anything against the majority of pastors, but some of these people are charlatans. And another thing I don't like about pastors is why the hell they always asking us, I'm not trying to go off subject, but why the hell they always asking people for money? You know what I'm saying? I messed that one up. Why is it that when you come and ask and you say you need money, they say, well, pray on it. Pray on it and hopefully God will give you money. But they sit there and ask you for money every day at the jump. Won't they pray to God themselves and maybe God give them a blessing? You know what I'm saying? For charlatans.
These dudes take money every Sunday. Every Sunday. Like, no lie. I remember one time too, Raw, and before and after I go on this little rant, I'm give it to JMJ, see what he got to say about all this. I remember my homeboy, I was stationed down in South Carolina, right? And I remember he took me up to this church up in Orangeburg. Now, Orangeburg is in the fucking boonies. Like, dog, it was like 70 miles north of Charleston. It is I'm telling you, it is some backwoods type shit. Like, if you want to hunt, if you want to eat, you have to hunt down your dinner. You see that hook up there, boy? You better go get him. You gonna eat tonight. That type of shit, right?
Right.
So I go to this church. Shout out to Juanetta Thomas in the chat. So I go to this church on Sunday, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody up there, like, praising God and all that shit. And which is, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with praising God. I think that's we all have to have, live a life of principle and things like that, no matter how far we show it on a daily basis, right?
Right.
But it just so happens that this dude literally stopped church because he felt that the congregation did not give enough money. The dude literally stopped church service. He did this number. He was like, well, I'm just going to continue to sit here with this collection plate, and we're just going to go ahead and pause church service until, you find in your heart that, give some more money. And people give I give that motherfucker shit. Now, I had to go up there. Now, forgive me, Lord, for doing this, but when I went, because they had all the visitors go up there for the devotion, and you know how they, invitation to worship and all that, when they open the church doors and you go up there and pray and all that, and they made all the visitors go up there. So, of course, me being the visitor, I had to go up there. I had to, he touched my head. I had to do all this shit just to get him off of me and all this shit, right?
Right.
But, I was turned off by him for the simple fact that this dude literally stopped church service all because he felt like people didn't give him enough money. What you trying to keep from getting evicted out your mansion and shit?
My thing is, I've read about so many different instances where you had people, Sister Jenkins, she's been a member of the church for 78 years, ever since she was a little child. She's given more money than anybody else in the history of that church, but she could fall on hard times. And the current snot-nosed pastor, so who wasn't even thought of when she was attending church, first attending church, she could go to him for an emergency, loan.
Right.
And he'll say, Well, Sister Jenkins, you haven't really been adhering to the minimum of tithes lately, so I have to turn you down. I slapped the fuck out of him. Excuse me for saying that, Lord, but I would slap the dog shit out of you.
Man, I'm telling you, man, the Bible does say beware of false prophets, man. And too raw. I got another story to tell because I remember doing a video about this a while back. So I know you heard of Kenneth Copeland, right?
Yeah.
Now Kenneth Copeland been a preacher for ever since I was shitting in my Transformer underoos, right?
Right.
Now, there was this woman, she had to be like 78 years old, lying in her deathbed, right? Had no money. This woman donated faithfully to Kenneth Copeland, right? How
Right.
about neither him nor his wife give that woman not even a visit, and that woman ended up dying in the hospital. I mean, it's bad enough they didn't even, bother to pay the fucking doctor bill, but they ain't even so much as went to go visit the lady, for crying out loud. What you got on this, JMJ?
Man, oh man, oh man. Salute to y'all. Salute to you. Salute to you, LB. Salute to you. But you got people that work that still be passing on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's give this certain person a certain type of money. Give this other certain person. That's in North Carolina. And when it comes to the Amber Alerts, they let me know about Amber Alerts about blacks and Mexicans and all them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in Milwaukee. I just hope 7-8. I know 7-8. They did a live stream for a minute, and that's why he, took a break from that. So that's why I was thinking about 7-8 when it came to Milwaukee. I'm thinking about Milwaukee. I was thinking about Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? But my bad on that. You know what I'm saying? But Mississippi, Milwaukee, but 7-8 doing good over there, and he gonna try to do the best he can and be on the YouTube and all that. But this church stuff, you got people that works too, but you got certain people they're certain black churches. You know what I'm saying? And I see a few churches. I see a few YouTube choice that had what's it called? A pastor bought a wife a $78,000 car. And I was $78,000, $80,000 fast car. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Put it in the church. Don't put it on your wife and stuff. I know you try to have a house and all that good stuff, man. But this is some kind of BS on this stuff too. You feel what I'm saying? Just Peter pop off.
You had those residents go to the house.
Just like Peter pop off.
They found the girls. They went to that house that the alleged girls was staying at or was abducted at, and they burned that motherfucker to the ground. That motherfucker was not playing.
Yeah, just like Joe Osteen couldn't put no homeless folks up in that doggone in that church where they had that hurricane. And that kind of pissed me off.
This is the thing. I used to look at Joel Osteen. I used to watch his shows and stuff like that, man, until I saw that. And this is the thing, right? Now, where he lived at, he was on higher ground. Shout out to Real Facts TV and Juanetta Thomas, Queen. If I didn't see you, I'm sorry. Shout out to Juanetta Thomas in the chat room, and salute to my brother, the Underrated Darkness in the chat. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the Underrated Darkness. You know what I'm saying? So I used to watch Joel Osteen until he came up with that bullshit. Hurricane Harvey hit in 2017. His church is actually on higher ground. That used to be the Summit. Now, if y'all know what the Summit, that used to be where the Houston Rockets play at before they moved to the Toyota Center.
Yep. You right about that, brother. You right about that.
So that church can easily hold at least 10,000 residents. At least. Yep. But You too proud to open your church up for people that's in need, man. At that point, that's when I was turned off. At that point, I was turned off. He tried to double back the next day on TV and said, "Well, we have to go through these protocols." I'm like, "That's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit."
Hey, let me tell you this though too. You know what I'm saying? Now, but I don't know if y'all heard about this, but when he put Kanye West on,
Man,
Joel
fuck that
Osteen,
cool ass
Kanye
nigga,
West.
That motherfucker went to the goddamn White
I
House
said, Lord
under
have
Trump
mercy.
and cut one of the most epic. When I say epic, I mean capital E, capital P, capital I, capital C. Jigs. Talk about how Trump needs to be flying the highest planes and driving the freshest cars and this type of shit. I was like, what in the devil are you talking about?
Yeah, and then another thing too. My roommate that's right here. He said I don't watch Peter Popoff with the doggone Miracle Spring Waters. Miracle Spring Waters. When I got that joint, I got about $127,000. I said, Lord, how much? What y'all been doing? I was like, what in the world, Peter Popoff or whatever? Yeah,
Shit,
TD.
yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, look, and TJ's still in the chat. He can attest to this, right? If you guys need any help or whatever like that, you holler at me. I'll do what I can to help you out if you're in the time of need. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I can't help you, I will try my best to do what I can. Cause at the end of the day, we all we got. Shout out to the Watcher Resurrected in the chat. But the thing that really pisses me off about that is the fact that you had the police chief condemning the residents for going out their way to find these girls because they were too lazy to do their fucking jobs.
Yep. So do. Sure do. Sure do, man. It kind of depressed me and disappointed me about how these churches run. And I used to be in the church, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to be in the church with when I see my mama, I see my stepmom in there and my dad in there, or whatever. My aunts, my uncles, my grandmas, and stuff like that. We have revivals till about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, man. And this is stuff that depresses me about black churches. You ain't saying nothing about Dilly Roof. They say something about Dilly Roof, and then when he does that stuff, I think a couple of weeks or months later, they try to get the church that Dilly Roof shot up and doggone what's it called? And doggone try to do an investigation for doggone charities and stuff. And that messes me up.
Shout out to my boy, Elvin Davis in the motherfucking building. Hey, shout out to my boy, Elvin in the building. That's my motherfucking homeboy right there, yo. But
man, they kind of messed me up with that what's it called, man? Because we try to put it in the church and put tithes in and all their offers and all that other stuff, man. If you was in the church or whatever, and that stuff depresses me.
Yeah, man, the church that look. There's a lot of preachers out there that are doing good and they out there serving the community. I have no issues with those preachers, but there's a lot of preachers out there that are doing this for profit. You go to their house. Their houses, they got marble floors. They got fucking 24 karat gold forks and shit. But yet, when you go to these neighborhoods that's surrounded by these neighborhoods are fucking certified rat traps.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean,
Pastors don't live in the neighborhood where parishioners go to.
No. Do you see them in the hood on a consistent basis talking to inner city youth and all this type of stuff? No. So you mean to tell me the only time you come out there is when the cops call you out there to try to calm down the residents, right? No. And that it might have worked in the 1980s. It might have worked in the 1990s. Hell, it might have even worked 10 years ago. That's not going to cut it now.
People becoming too conscious of these con artists that masquerade as pastors.
Yeah, man, that's bullshit. Hey, if anybody wanna come in, I got the link in the chat room, man. If you wanna hop on, I can get 3 more people in here if y'all wanna chop it up. But yeah, man, that's bullshit though. That the fact that, and no, I didn't see Peter Popoff's house, but then again, I don't want to see his house because I want to call the American Greed people and do a documentary on his shit on his house.
Every time I wake up, man. Every time I wake up about 6 o'clock, I'll be watching Tim Martin about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Man, he come on at 5:30.
Yeah, he come on at 6 o'clock on my station. I'll be like, nah, let me go back to Martin. Let me go back to Martin.
Man, I'm glad those girls are safe though. So to answer Juanetta Thomas's question, yeah, the girl. So apparently the girls are safe. And salute to the residents of Milwaukee for taking care of business when they fucking Dunkin' Donuts eating motherfucking counterparts decide
man,
we're gonna take the day off.
Yeah, salute to 7-8 over there too. Salute, he been doing his thing for the last 15 years. 7-8 Sports TV, man. Y'all go subscribe to 7-8, man. He be talking some good stuff now. 7-8. I know. I say he in it's in Milwaukee. I look it over here, Mississippi, and then I look at Milwaukee. I said 7-8 over there. That's what probably why here, live stream about a couple of days probably did that. But salute to 7-8, man. 7-8 Sports TV, the original part of the LDBC, man.
He's the general of the LDBC, man. I'm just a humble member, man. Well, correspondent to the ticket. But leads to the next thing I want to talk about in this shit, right? So when the fuck there's going to be? Let me backtrack because this is the thing. There's already legislature in place to where cops cannot use excessive force, right? You figure they should you figure these cops should be held accountable for these fucking excessive use of force, which leads to the death of unarmed black men and women, right? That's the one thing they hadn't talked about in this police reform. The one thing they had not talked about was punishment for these police officers. They talked about qualified immunity. They've talked about what's the other thing they talked about in the police reform? I just slipped my mind that fucking quick. But the one thing I want to see is punishment for these cops. Yep, right. I agree. Yeah, like he said it. They take down these racist white statues. They take down these white Jesus pics as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this though, too, raw LB, man. They ever since about 2016, 2017, they been in my state of North Carolina. I'm in Selma, North Carolina. They've been taking a whole lot of Confederate statues down. They've been taking a whole lot of Confederate statues down, and they don't know where to put them.
You put that bitch in the trash. That's where you put them.
But unfortunately,
put that bitch in the trash. Take some sledgehammers, some jackhammers, whatever you want to do to them, and put that bitch to pieces of shit. I mean, look, the Confederacy should have no place in society, none, not one. And I grew when I was a little boy growing up in Charleston, South Carolina. John C. Calhoun's statue was always sitting up in Marion Square. That's a little part in downtown Charleston. Now, they just took that bitch down a couple of days ago, but what they really need to do on top of that is rename Calhoun Street. because that was one of the main streets in downtown Charleston.
Yep. Yeah,
John's Calhoun. Racist.
Everybody grew up in Charleston, man. That's a racist man. Like, I won't say it was a racist town, but like there was a lot, and my homeboy, he'll tell you, there's a lot of motherfucking statues up of racist people that they've honored and all that. The market, when you go to the market down there, that's where slaves were bought and sold at.
Hey, LB, I just thought about something, man. You know what might be next?
What's that?
Now, a couple of years ago, they introduced the idea of putting Sojourner Truth on the $20 bill over Andrew Jackson.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes another topic soon, replacing Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill because he was a slave owner.
Too wrong. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because a report came out early this morning.
It'd probably be a $25 bill, $30 bill, or something like that too, bro. Because you know, doggone well they ain't gonna replace that. If they do, I'd be happy for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying too, bro?
A report came out earlier today, and I wanted to talk about this on another live stream, but the NASA building in DC is actually going to be named after the Hidden Figures lady, Mary Jackson.
Okay.
Now, you see
that's the one that was the first black woman in NASA, right?
Yeah.
Right. They did a movie about her last year, and she passed away recently. I think she was 101 years old.
Yeah. They're gonna rename that building after Mary Jackson in DC. Now, that specific character was played by it wasn't Taraji P. Henson. It was played by what the fuck is the girl name?
It wasn't Taraji?
No, it wasn't her. She was the main character. It was played by Janelle Monáe. She played Mary Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Taraji P. Henson played another character.
Okay.
What up, Underrated? What you got, man? Shout out to my boy Brandon.
Shout out to you. Shout out to True Ball TV and JMJ. What's going on, fellas?
Chilling, man. Oh, shout out to TH in the building as well. Yeah, I got another video dropping here. And this one even crazier than the one I'm talking about right now. And give you a preview of this video. The video I'm gonna talk about is about a 19-year-old girl who at the time who was 16. She was abducted, used in sex trafficking. Eventually she got a gun, shot the guy twice in the head, burned his body up along with the house, and drove away in the BMW. But we'll talk about that here. We'll talk about that.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yo, did I see it right, man? They found a little girl in a Vanderbilt in Milwaukee, man.
They found two of them.
Two of them?
There's two of them.
Damn, what's going on this month? Nah, yo. You know they're gonna blame that on, right?
That's right. That's right, Mr. JT. That's right.
You know they're gonna blame it on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I already know.
You had the police chief condemning the fucking residents for being vigilantes and shit.
Yep. But other than that, man, they gonna blame it on us. But y'all the main ones that be doing it though. Y'all the main ones that be doing it.
I can tell you. Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you. Go ahead.
They said, but like my daddy used to say, just like white folks, when you mess up, they go put it on you, put it on us black folks. But y'all the main ones that be doing that stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I could tell you this has been going on for a minute now. I noticed it be these vans like 10 o'clock be circling around where I'm at. And I can tell you like this, it doesn't look like us. And sometimes I take out the garbage. So sometimes after I take out the garbage, I be on my shit. I be walking around and shit. To be lurking around. There'd be a few times I chase after them. They be peeling off, man. And I tell parents out here, man, you gotta know where your kids at, man. Stop listening what the news is telling you, man. Because I'm telling you, it was one time, right? I can tell you, it was like last year. One time, it was like a little after my birthday. I went out and I came back, and I could tell you, I said, yo. I told homegirl, I said, yo, Candace, yo, park the car right there in the park. What do you mean? No, parking in the far side. Park it right here. He said, what's up? Yo, just don't say nothing. Just cut the lights on. Just cut the lights off. Just cut the lights on. Just put down. And I noticed it'd be the family circling around with a bunch of Mexicans. And I see them little kids. I said, do you know them? They peeled up. Pew! I said, where your parents at? We live right there. I have to walk them. I said, you better keep an eye on them because it'll be this truck be going up and down, circling around. Be like, yo. See, we don't be watching the kids, man. And don't think they just getting the kids; they getting the grown-ups too. If you by yourself.
Yep.
Man. So we can everybody talking about just white people. No, it's be other races. They be down with that trafficking shit too, though. They do.
Yep. They been doing that. They just put it on us. They just put it on us black people. You know what I'm saying? They just.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that some of us don't do it. Some of us do, but at the same time, though, trust me.
Yeah.
It be circle around too, and then sometimes they go in the gas station. They be pulling up in the cars like a 7-Eleven. It don't take you that long to fill up a tank. It doesn't take you that long.
Nope.
Waiting.
Yeah.
They waiting till these little kids. I be watching, yo. I'm watching everything. I said, yeah. Some of them I know they live around my way. I said, yo, stay right there. You walk with me.
I'd be amazed that like when you do a search on the if you go to some of these websites, they'll tell you the amount of sex offenders that live in your vicinity. Like I'd just be amazed at the amount of them, man. Like how much actually and potential danger your kids and even the women of the community, but in this situation, especially kids, because they're the most vulnerable. Like it's just ridiculous, man. There's sometimes, like I thought it's supposed to be a requirement for people who live in your neighborhood to tell you that they are a pedophile or they have sexual charges against them or they're a sex offender, or you're supposed to be notified of it. I haven't been notified of everybody that's in my neighborhood that's a sex offender. I've done searches and saw that some people were.
Yeah, they're supposed to tell you if they're a sex offender or whatever like that.
Yeah. And let me tell you this too. Don't think these predators are just men. It be women too.
I was gonna say that. I was just gonna say that when you was talking, because I remember when I was in my mid-20s, it was a chick. She might have been late 30s, and she worked at a Wendy's. And she seemed affable enough. She's like a normal person. And, one day I decided to go to this. I went to this website. I did a Google search of, not Google search, but I did a search of that website for people who were sex offenders. And she popped up. And she had been convicted of forcible oral sodomy on 2 young boys. And I was like, what the fuck? How did she get a job? Well, I mean, I don't know. I can say how did she get a job, but why weren't we notified of this? Like, we never knew that she was a pedophile. What if you're a person with young kids. Now, fortunately, in that area where we lived at in that complex, there were no kids I could think of. But what if there were kids?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's bullshit, though. I mean, they're supposed to tell you because look, these sex offenders or whatever like that, man. You know, they can't be. You know, there's clauses like they can't be nowhere around the school. They can't be anywhere like in the playground. You know, anywhere where children's at. They can't be there. You know, definitely can't be within the school. Definitely can't be within like a playground or you know or basically anywhere there's kids at or whatever like that. And but that's bullshit though, dude. That's like if you got the HIV and you don't tell the person you come in contact with you got the shit and you end up getting engaging in sexual activity and whatnot, you just committed attempted murder.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. It is.
Charlie Sheen type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen, yeah. And you know, it'd be some of these women, and then I want y'all people to understand, because you know, too, Roy, you talk about this too, and LB too. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing too. And this ain't why jumping on the women. I'm just stating facts here. And some of them women, when they get charged, some of them courts they be low the charges. They move to another state and being a teacher again, and they become predators again. Y'all gotta keep an eye on it, man. I'm telling y'all, because it's happening. They're gonna do a lot more now because they don't think, oh yeah, we concentrate on this. I'm telling you that right now. If your parents, you know what I'm saying, keep an eye on that. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, there's truth to that because like it does seem like it's a double standard. I mean, to me, a sex offender is a sex offender, but
Right.
it looks like it's a double standard a little bit when it's a woman. Like they try to, it's like it's looked at differently. You know, like it's almost looked at sickly, like, oh yeah, he scored with her. No, man, no. When a grown ass woman is sexually abusing a boy, it should be looked at as vile, as despicably, and as repugnant as a man doing it to a girl. They should be under the fucking jail.
Yep, I agree. You say not true, California. You cannot. Okay, that's in California. That's a one. Okay, California should get with the program. That's why I would never live in California ever.
What do you say about California?
California, they cannot charge him for HIV.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Somebody told me that too.
Please change that shit.
I would never live in California ever. I'll go visit. Yeah, well, obviously when things calm down, but as far as living there, fuck that.
I think I got an idea why California like that, but I'm not gonna say it.
Well, I know what it is. I'm not gonna say it either, but
I know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is.
I think you and I got the same thought.
Yep.
I think so too. I think so too. And I ain't gonna
I
say
got
it
the power. I got the power. That's all
Right.
I'm gonna give a hint. Is it a taste of the rainbow?
Yeah. or Wizard of Lost over the rainbow. That's what it is.
Snap.
Hey.
You think about Snap back in 89, 90 or something like
I'm
that.
not talking about Skittles either.
Well, I can tell you like this, Sean. There's a lot of damn Skittles in Cali. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk about Skittles, but yeah, I get the idea.
I know. I know that. I'm trying to be nice. Not a couple Skittles.
Yeah, LB, a lot of them are either openly or closetly serving.
In the closet. Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. I mean, golly, man. But salute to everybody else. salute to the city of Milwaukee for, especially the brothers and sisters out there for standing up, man. Even when these cops get shutting down. Hey, but I'm in this stream. I'm gonna come right back here because I'm gonna talk about that other thing I wanted to talk about. This other one here is even more of a stunner. So I'm gonna come back here in 2 minutes. All right, y'all, everybody is in this live stream. Come right back.
All right,
y'all. All right. Boom.